Greetings and salutations. Welcome to Knife Chats with Tobias.
Well, if you saw this week's Fun Knife Friday, the one that just aired a couple days ago, then you are aware that I took a road trip down to the Great Smoky Mountains, which meant also I went to Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Now, one of the knives you saw so far was a knife that I bought at a gas station very close to where Smoky Mountain Knife Works was, and that was this knife here. True, this knife was actually bought at a gas station nearby in Kodak, Tennessee, but I did think of it as the ultimate truck stop knife. And even when I was at SMKW, I had mentioned to Brian Whilhoite that I think I just might have found the ultimate truck stop knife. And he said he was dying to see it, so that is why it is here when everything else here is from Smoky Mountain Knife Works, because I just wanted to show this to Brian. And surprise, surprise, after I got home and I checked the Smoky Mountain Knife Works website, this almost identical knife is available at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. So it's not only something you'll find at a truck stop, but I guess you'd find this probably down in what used to be known as the Knife Cave at SMKW. The difference is this one, let me get it open. It is definitely a butterfly. You can see Skip play around with it a little bit more. Really a big knife. I'm going to zoom out so you can see it. Now, if I can just remember to zoom back in, you see how big that is. Well, at Smoky Mountain Knife Works, their version, also stainless steel, made in China, is made by the Neptune Trading Company, and it has a anodized rainbow finish. So I think that might truly be the ultimate truck stop knife. Imagine this with a rainbow finish. I have a feeling Skip's going to get the rainbow finished one for a Christmas present. Anyway, enough with the knife, the ultimate truck stop knife. Got another knife from a truck stop too while I was on the way. And this other one actually came from a truck stop. And it'll be a little bit of a surprise for you. It's right here. This also came from a truck stop. I can zoom back out, maybe. Make it look a little bit bigger. There we go. And it is a toothpick, but it is a 3.5-inch long toothpick. A lot of people are coming out with that 3.5-inch toothpick, and I think it's something that SMKW might want to consider for either the Rough Rider brand or throw one into the Rough Rider Reserve area. Because that 3.5-inch size is pretty handy. This one here, man, not the easiest to open. It's got a pull of about 7 or 8. AI blades, never heard of them before. The my ultimate truck stop knife, this was, like I said, SMKW has one by Neptune Trading Company. This one is a super knife. Super knife has been around for a long time, and they are known for some good old-fashioned gas station truck stop knives. But in any case, this is just your basic toothpick, and this one I picked up at a Love's truck stop. So not all truck stop knives are what you expect them to be. Also, man, the price of truck stop knives has skyrocketed. They what used to be like the $10 knife, the $12 knife, they're up in the $20, $25, and so on and so forth. Matter of fact, Love's actually has a truck stop knife that goes for $60. All right, all of that's out of the way, I hope, because really what I want to talk to you about is, well, Smoky Mountain Knife Works. Now, I contacted them ahead of time because I wanted to meet Brian Whilhoite. I really wanted to meet him. He is one of my favorite guys down there. He does a lot of designing of the case knives. He's a graphic artist. He does a lot of the like the Halloween and Christmas knives for case. Also, the ones being done by Rough Rider, and he also does quite a few of the other ones that are done by Victorinox. Some of the covers that you see on the Victorinox knives are done by Brian Whilhoite. And I have been following him for a long time because basically ever since I've known about Smoky Mountain Knife Works, I've pretty much known about Brian Whilhoite. He was even an occasional guest host on the old Knives Live TV, but it was not something that he preferred to do. He also does a lot of the stickers for them, and one of his latest stickers was this one here. This is obviously the Star Wars figure, the Tatooine, the double sun desert planet where Luke Skywalker was raised. In any case, they came out with the Microtech Rebel knife. I can't remember the exact name of it. It was a knife that was designed by Brian Whilhoite, and they also came out with this sticker, which was designed by Brian. And I said, hey, when I come down to visit, can you have me a sticker? And really, that's all I was expecting, is a sticker. And what I was also hoping to do when I went down there is get him to autograph one of my knives. This is a knife that Brian Whilhoite brought back to life. This is something he found in a knife book, knife catalog, whatever way you want to put it, from the 1880s, I believe. And as you can tell, it is definitely of a European design. It looks very much like a Navaja. It's actually kind of a cross between a Spanish Navaja and a French Laguille pattern. Someone that came up with it, they drew it out and everything. He showed me the catalog where this knife design came from, and this is a spitting image of the drawing that was in there. But Brian brought it back to life, and what I had hoped to have happen was that he would sign the knife for me, and he did that, which was really great of him. A lot of other stuff happened when I went down there. I was hoping to meet Brian. I was hoping to meet TC. I ended up meeting Brian, TC, Greg, and Kevin Pipes. Kevin Pipes just happened to walk in when I was talking to Brian, and very gracious man and terrific sense of humor. Told me one of the stories, or told us one of the stories of the early days at SMKW. I know that Kevin is now doing what, Tells of the Knife or something like that. One of those shows that they're showing on the smkw.com YouTube channel, which is hosted by TC Barnett. And I can't wait for those to start airing more frequently, because the man is really a legend when it comes to the knife world. He was one of the co-founders of United Cutlery and several other things, and obviously Smoky Mountain Knife Works has had close associations with numerous knife companies and everything else. So just a wealth of information and just a terrific guy. And that, I'm still talking about Kevin. I'm sorry, I'm rattling on here because I was so excited meeting all of these people, especially Brian. Well, I can't even say especially Brian, because the very first person I met was Greg from, Light Her Up and all that other stuff. And TC was there. And, it was almost like, at the end of The Wizard of Oz, when Dorothy comes back, she clicks her heels 3 times and she's back in Kansas, and she's like, and you were there, and you were there. That's kind of the way it was. I was truly overwhelmed that morning when I met them. And I'm still somewhat overwhelmed by the experience that I had there. Really, truly, what I was expecting to have happen was I would come there, I would shake a couple hands, I would get the sticker, and hopefully Brian would autograph the knife. And I had also brought them a few things that I wanted to give them, which I did manage to do. I almost forgot to give it to them. That's how excited I was when everything was happening. Now, right out front, I'm going to tell you right now, the hat you see here, I did not buy this hat. This hat was given to me. Actually, they gave one to me and my wife. So we got matching hats like this. I had seen this hat in the catalog, but I never bothered to order it because, well, I thought the cap had a hard front, you know, a hard shell front. I'm all over here with this. Okay, let me back out again. I thought this is a hard front, but it isn't. It's a soft front, and that's the kind of caps I like. I like a soft front cap, and if when I was at the Rough Rider counter and I saw these, if I had realized that this was a soft front, I would have probably bought one anyway. But basically, I was greeted at the front door, actually door number 2, by Greg. He took me over to Rough Riders and he said, "Hey, we want you to have a hat and we want you to have a t-shirt." I got the t-shirt. I do not have it right now in front of me. It's in the wash. Otherwise, I'd show you the t-shirt right now too. I'll show it to you. I'll show you a picture of it somewhere in here. But in any case, he asked, "Do you want the gray or the white?" And I like the gray better, and I went ahead and grabbed it. And this is a leather patch here, and really a cool hat. The reason I'm talking about it right now is because it was like after I had left SMKW, after I had left the Smokies, halfway home, it hit me. Why didn't I have TC, Greg, and Brian sign the dang hat? Why didn't I have them autograph the hat for me? So that means I have to go back down there, bring the hat back, and say, "Hey guys, could you please sign my hat?" Because I really do want their autograph on the hat. So I'm going to have to bring the hat back down there and get that signed. Now, I know it sounds crazy. One of the things that when I showed I think this knife on Facebook, somebody had commented that well, hopefully they gave you a bunch of stuff, blah blah blah, because of all the knives you sell for them. And it's like, you know what? I really was kind of upset when somebody said that to me, because I don't promote Smoky Mountain Knife Works expecting anything in return. The company has always treated me fairly, and they, you know, if you've watched the channel, you know that I have called them out on more than one occasion on something that was shoddy or something that was wrong. I've just always treated them fairly. They have always treated me fairly. And because of that, I think I have a good feeling about the company. And when I have a good feeling about a company, then I am more than willing to say nice things about them. I mean, and if I don't have good feelings about a company, I don't bother talking about them. So that's really my only association with SMKW. I do not have any, you know, I don't expect anything from them. And so when they do something like give me a hat or give me a sticker or something, I'm very grateful for it. You know, they don't have to do that for me. And I don't expect them to do that kind of thing for me. But they were so gracious and so nice to me that I was truly overwhelmed by the way they treated me. Now, you're going to see some other stuff showing up on the SMKW site or SMKW's YouTube channel in the near future if it hasn't already aired. I don't know when it's going to air, but you'll see that they did definitely treat me nicely because well, I'm on their channel for one of their YouTube videos, but I got all these other stickers too, which was cool. I know people with stickers, so what? They also gave me a t-shirt and a few other things, but mostly what I really enjoyed while I was down there was I was meeting with people who genuinely like knives and genuinely like talking about knives. And it's something I just don't run into that often. So I was just amazed at how long, we talked for a good 4 hours, believe it or not, about nothing but knives, really, and a little bit about the history of SMKW. They showed me some of the displays down there, a little bit about the National Knife Museum. There's an old water mill down there, a water wheel down there that actually came from the old Camillus factory, which was pretty cool to find out. Then they have all sorts of other stuff from the old Camillus factory, which was really cool. And also, they kind of walked me around a little bit, and, it's a little bit of like a run of the store and stuff. And it was just a terrific moment for me. I mean, it just was just a terrific feeling to not only be around other people who really enjoyed knives, but, I don't know what else to say. It was just a great time. And Brian showed me some new Rough Rider knives that are coming out and some new Rough Rider Reserve knives that are coming out. I saw the prototypes for them and stuff, and I can't really tell you too much about them other than they looked really, really cool. And he showed me the catalogs, like where this knife came from and where some of these other prototypes are coming from. These were books from the 1880s. You just don't see things like that every day. And so that was all really cool too. And then, well, obviously I bought a few things. One of the things I bought is going to look very familiar because this one here is now going into a shrine of other knives that are truly in the collection because I really wanted a knife autographed by Brian. So I had to get another Rough Rider Reserve. And yeah, I paid for it. They gave me a little bit of a discount, but I paid for it. I mean, and I was happy to pay. I did not know about the discount until after I had already picked everything out, I wasn't looking for anything from them, and I don't know. It's just an amazing time, but now I have two of them. Why do I have two of them? Well, the one that Brian signed was one that I had been carrying for a while and liked to use, and I wanted to get another one that I was going to carry and use. I think when I actually reviewed this knife the first time, I said, I got to get a second one for the collection. Well, now I've got a second one to use, and this one, the original one, has gone into my collection just as a piece that I want to keep, because this is a really good knife. I really like this thing. And guess what? The quality of this one is the exact same quality as the original. So the Sabic is really just a terrific knife. Really like that. Then I had to go down there and get a classic SD. I haven't opened it yet. I will open it soon. This one has a bunch of farm animals on it. You got the pony over here. Not sure about that one. You got a dog and a cat somewhere in the middle, a little piggy, a little lamb, and a cow over there. Any knife with a cow on it is a friend of mine. I love knives with cows for some reason. But the cool thing about this one is you turn it around and you look at the backside and you see the backside of all the animals. So that's pretty neat. So I had to grab that. I got the Sabic back there. I've been on this kick where I want tortoiseshell, toothpicks and peanuts. Now I've already got the toothpick and peanut in tortoiseshell, but this is the new tortoiseshell ones that have the little tortoise shield. So I had to go and grab those two. So I went and grabbed those two. I don't know if I'll repeat grabbing every other tortoiseshell, but I did want these two in the collection. The toothpick and the peanut. Got the slant bolsters on there. It's really cool. I like those two. So it is different than the original tortoiseshell toothpick and peanut. But I got both of those. Here's a big one. Trophy stag. Look at the size of this monster. Now that looked funky at first, but that is actually the way it is cut into the steel. This is a trophy stag Navaja. I think it comes in right at 6.5 inches or so closed, and then it's got a 5.5 inch blade on there. So this is a monster sized knife, as you can tell right there. Am I right on those sizes? Let's see here. Might be wrong. 5 inches with the blade, so maybe it's a 6-inch handle. Got to let it close slowly because that will slam. It does have blade wrap. Yeah, 6 inches. 6 inches closed, 11 inches open. Big old Navaja by Trophy Stag. These are European deer antler, and then you've got brass bolsters and the the file work on the back there. And I believe this one is made in Pakistan with German steel. I like that thing, a big monster knife. Other knives I picked up, the Kangaroo. Still a little tricky getting it out of the sheath here because, well, anyone who buys Essie knives knows that the sheath is pretty tight at the beginning. But the little Kangaroo here, and its little sheath that you can, I could buy the thing to sort of rotate and everything. I bought the Kangaroo because I just wanted another Essie knife, and I wanted something small. Originally, I was going there for another Azula, but settled on the Kangaroo, and let me show you the size difference between that and the Azula. Here we have an Azula, and here we have the Kangaroo. That thing is little, but surprisingly, it fits well in the hand. And this has got the powder coating, the OD green powder coating. I would have loved to have had it in black oxide, but it just wasn't in stock that way, so I went and grabbed this one. And finally, I think the last knife I got here, is that right? Yeah, is right down here. And that is a case toothpick. But it's like in jade jig bone or something like that. It is a jade bone kinfolk jig medium Texas toothpick. So that is the kinfolk jig is what they call it. And you can see it right there. Really beautiful knife. Test it, XX. As you can guess, there's absolutely no wobble in the blade or anything like that. Really nice little medium toothpick by Case. And so it looks like I'm, by default, I'm now collecting medium toothpicks by Case. I think this is my fourth one. There were two other ones there that I was looking at that I passed on because I wanted the jade, but they're now in my wish list, so I will be getting them soon enough. So you'll probably see some more, wrong paper. You'll probably see some more medium toothpicks showing up in the near future too. But anyway, that was it. Those are the knives I picked up while I was there. There's a lot more that I'll be talking about because of the experience that I had there. Came up with some really cool ideas for new videos. One of them, it will be featuring some of the knives that Brian had in his office that were basically some odd looking knives that, well, apparently Kevin Pipes and I share a taste in some odd looking knives because I have them also. And I was like overwhelmed that not only did I have that knife, but Kevin Pipes thought, this is a cool knife. I need to have this one. And he grabbed it and he has it. And so it's like, wow, I got that knife too. I must have said that like 3 times in the office. And I hope Brian understood that I wasn't like bragging that, wow, I've got the knife too. It was like I was amazed that I had a knife that Kevin Pipes thought was cool. You know what I mean? There's something to that. I'm sure you have that happen when if you see somebody else show a knife and it's like, I got that one too. This is so cool. You know, there's that bonding of that someone else shares something that you thought was cool. Who knows? Maybe someone out there is right now going, I got that one too. I might end up, like I said, that rainbow one. It looked pretty. I might have to grab that too. Anyway, I think I've rambled enough. There will be quite a few other things coming out on this. Just truly an amazing time. Truly amazing. The folks at SMKW really treated me like knife royalty, and I don't know how deserving that was, but I was totally blown away by how nice they were to me. In any case, thank you, SMKW, and all of you guys out there watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. If you enjoyed this video even half as much as I enjoyed my time at SMKW, then well, I don't know, man. Just such a great time. In any case, I'll let you go now, and I will talk to you again soon.
Let me take just a second to thank you once again for dropping by and spending a few minutes here at Knife Chats with the Pious. I really do appreciate it, and I do appreciate any comments that you leave. So please remember to give me that thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe and ring that notification bell so you'll know when the next episode is up and running. Thanks again for dropping by. Really do appreciate your time here.